What's crack-a-lackin'? Let's get into the trade recap. Pianelski. The fuck? Hopefully my account names aren't in that. Nope, they're not. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we have, what do we have? We have 8 150s, 3 100s right now. This was the first day trading them. You can see the balances. First day trading them. Ended up doing 700 on this trade for a total of $7,775 on the day, which is good. It's good. All right, let's go over to the setup. So, first of all, let me pull up my bias. Fuck. Let's open Top Step. Let me open up my bias. So, coming in today, I was leaning bullish. Why? Well, if we go over here on the 4 hour, we had swept this low out very nicely. We had this 4 hour internal high above, or intermediate high above this high inside this gap. We had a daily unfilled gap above that we could run to. But more than anything, the target I wanted at open was London High, because London High was a 1 hour intermediate gap perfectly in this hourly. And what happens at open? Exactly what I wanted to see. I said at open, the only trade I would take would be a retrace into this small little 15-minute with an SMT and a long to London highs. I was like, listen, this is so freaking perfect. So what happens? At open, we beautifully manipulate, hit the gap, react immediately with an SMT, so exactly what I wanted. Only negative, no gap. Nothing on the 1 minute, nothing on the 30-second, and not even a 15-second gap. We moon immediately to London. I called this shit out from the beginning. If we did get this 15-second, then my runners would have literally gone for, oh my goodness. My runners would have gone for fucking 1.3 at least. So I was pretty upset about that. I was kind of annoyed because it was exactly what I wanted to see. Couldn't get it. So then what happens? We run, and we open up this 5 minute. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're edging Asia and this 4 hour high. I'd like to see this 5 minute get respected so that we can then get a continuation to these highs. What happens? We start inversing this 5, which made no sense to me at all. So then I see we open up this 5 minute. I'm like, okay, maybe we're flipping bearish, but I wanted to see these highs get hit, Asia and this high, which we edged Asia on both assets for some reason, before I wanted to confirm shorts. But where was I confident we would hit? Well, we had 2 really nice hourly lows below that we could target. So we had this guy and this guy that were my draws for shorts. So then what happens? Then, if my replay mode could fucking work, then we sell off, inverse this gap, and then we get a little 10 a.m. AMD model. As you can see, we accumulated, then sold off, and right at 10 a.m., we sweep this low right here. Here it is. So, we sweep the low right at 10 a.m., get an immediate reaction and a long, and then there was this 5 minute above. I wanted to take this trade, but there's a reason why I didn't. We swept the hourly on both assets. Yes, this is so A+. I wanted to get in on this 30-second. I had it drawn out, but I didn't get in. And as you could see, this would have been like 1.4 RR trade. Really, really nice trade to the unfilled 5. Perfect mechanical model. No drawdown, except for this little candle, and then a perfect long into it. So I love this trade so much. The reason I faded it, I thought, listen, we have this low right down here. We have no SMT on this low. I usually like seeing an SMT if we open up the checklist. A motion model checklist, I like seeing an external SMT or an internal SMT. We had neither, so I was hoping, you know, even though I was like, yeah, this will probably work, I was like, maybe we can make another move, hit the next low, get an external, and then retrace. But sadly, that did not happen. We longed. I knew the trade was going to play out. Unfortunate that we couldn't get the entry I wanted, but it's fine because I'm still bearish. And what happens? We open up, or we tap into that 5 minute, and I said to myself, all right, if we get a reaction in SMT, I'm going to take it. As you can see, on the 30-second, ES took out the high from the last candle, but NQ did not, so we have an internal SMT. We have this 30-second, and then as soon as we get that SMT, this momentum close happened, which gives me so much confidence in the trade. We had this swing low for break even, stop 43 points, target of a 1-to-1 just running through this low, and then we proceeded to chop for fucking so long. But I was still confident in this trade because, yes, we were chopping, but we were holding this 30-second gap above, this BPR. So then, once we respected it and finally got this candle down, I was like, okay, now we should run to TP. And then, we get a fucking spike candle out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Really a cumulative price action as soon as we entered the trade, but thankfully, that ended up holding and then delivering us right to TP. And then look at this. As soon as I get out, we fucking pump back up. Beautiful exit, right back down to that low that we had swept originally. There was no SMT, so I'm not really sure why that happened. The only SMT would be with this low that I targeted anyway. So definitely a really good target by me. But yeah, continuation, very, very, obvious trade. We had just dumped, over 250 points, I believe it was. Yeah, it was actually 350 points. So I wanted to see this retrace. The reaction and momentum close had me thinking we could at least take out this low. The trade I would have preferred to take would have been this long if we had an SMT. We just didn't get it, but I still really like this trade, so if you took it, good job. Accumulative as fuck today, and really tough day, which is usually the case with days after bank holidays. A lot of people get tricked. So I made sure to stay patient, very disciplined, and only take the best of the best setups. And that was able to get us a nice little win for a 1-to-1. So yeah, risk 700, made 700, and that's about all. Peace.